Assalomu alaykum aziz mehmonlar, tadbir ishtirokchilari, xonimlar va janoblar, barchangizga xush kelibsiz deyishga ijozat bergaysiz. İlk marotaba shaxmatning rapid va blitz yo'nalishlari bo'yicha O'zbekistonda o'tkazilayotgan jahon chempionatiga bag'ishlangan matbuot anjumanida sizlar bilan diydorlashib turganimizdan behad mamnunmiz. Ro'y zamin sayqali, qadimiy va hamisha navqiron Samarqand shahri mezbonlik qilayotgan mazkur musobaqa mamlakatimiz sportida chin ma'nodagi tarixiy voqeaga aylandi desak hech ham xato va mubolag'a bo'lmaydi. Aynan 25-dekabrdan 30-dekabrga qadar Samarqandda dunyoning eng kuchli shaxmat ustalari jam bo'lishgan. Rapid yo'nalishida 48 ta mamlakatdan 208 nafar shaxmatchilar ishtirok etishsa, blitz musobaqalarida 46 ta mamlakatdan 206 nafar shaxmatchilar g'oliblik uchun dona surishadi va musobaqaning sovrin jamg'armasi 1 million AQSh dollarini tashkil etadi. Bugun faxrli mehmonlarimiz, musobaqa tashkilotchilari, bizni qadrli spikerlarimiz sizlarni qiziqtirayotgan savollarga javob berishadi. Ijozatingiz bilan ularni tanishtirib o'tsam. Adham Ikromov, O'zbekiston yoshlar siyosati va sport vaziri. Arkadiy Dvorkovich, FIDE prezidenti. Alisher Sadullayev, O'zbekiston shaxmat federatsiyasi raisi. Magnus Carlson, rapid va blitz yo'nalishlarida amaldagi jahon chempioni. Hamda bizni hamyurtimiz 2021-yilgi rapid yo'nalishi bo'yicha jahon chempioni Nodirbek Abdusattorov. Ana endi men so'zni matbuot anjumanimizning yana bir moderatori, FIDE matbuot xizmati vakili Milan Denichga e'lon qilaman. Marhamat.
Assalomu alaykum hurmatli mehmonlar. Bugungi press konferensiyamizga xush kelibsiz. Microphone включите. Please, microphone. Can you switch on?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry about this. So welcome to the opening press conference of the World Rapid.
Can you shout a little bit? Thank you.
For the third and final time, welcome. Today. Just briefly before I give the floor to the, thank you very much, to the speakers, I'll just tell you very briefly about this event. The World Rapid and Blitz is one of the most important chess events of the year for FIDE and globally. It is most popular because it falls in the middle of the festive season. So we're expecting a lot of interest from the media and the chess audience here, of course, but also globally.
Va yana bir marta sizlarni qutlayman. Bugun press konferensiyada ushbu bo'lib o'tayotgan blitz va rapid turniri hozir dunyoda juda katta qiziqish ko'rsatgan va aynan shu yangi yil arafasida bo'lib hozir juda ko'p butun dunyoda e'tiborni o'ziga tortgan va biz o'ylaymizki bugungi press konferensiyada ham ko'p savollar bo'ladi va mamnunlik bilan javob beramiz.
In the next 6 days, across 2 events in Rapid and Blitz, you will see the world's strongest players, most of the world's strongest players fighting for the title of the world champion in Rapid and Blitz. And also this event features a huge prize fund of $1 million.
Va 6 kun davomida biz dunyodagi eng kuchli shaxmat o'yinchilarini ko'ramiz va blitz va rapid turnirlarida jahonda eng nufuzli o'rin egallagan shaxmat o'yinchilari ishtirok etadi va bizda shu fondimiz ham juda nufuzli $1 million tashkil qiladi.
If you have any questions on the media side, I am always here to be contacted.
Va men shu yerda har doim 6 kun davomida birga bo'laman. Agar shu ommaviy axborot vositalari tomonidan ba'zi bir savollar bo'lsa, men xizmatingizga tayyorman.
Now, while this microphone is still working for me, I'm going to start giving the floor to the speakers. And first, I'd like to invite the Minister of Youth Policy and Sports of the Republic of Uzbekistan, Mr. Adham Ikramov, to address us. Thank you.
Hozir mikrofonim ishlayib turganiga men birinchi so'zni janob Adham Ikromovga beraman, O'zbekiston yoshlar siyosati va sport vaziri. Marhamat.
Assalomu alaykum, hurmatli bugungi press konferensiya ishtirokchilari. Your Excellency, Moderator Milan Dinic, thank you very much for giving me the speech. I try to speak on English with translation to Uzbek language because today we saw so many mass media which is coming from the many countries of the world, and we are very pleased to hosting this very high-level events in Samarkand, in ancient Samarkand, but as you know, the ancient but same time very modern city in our country.
Birinchi navbatda men barcha shu ommaviy axborot vositalari butun dunyodan kelganini e'tiborga olib, ingliz tilida gapirmoqchiman. Birinchi navbatda barcha shu qatnashuvchilarni, bugun kelganlarni hamisha navqiron va ko'hna Samarqand shahrida qutlashdan mamnunman.
I can compare the interest from mass media to the events which we hold last 2 years in Samarkand, and it is biggest amount of mass media, and I am very thankful for your interest to this event.
Va men 2 yil davomida Samarqand shahrida o'tkazilgan juda ko'p sport tadbirlarini eslayman, lekin bugungi bo'layotgan bu haftadagi tadbir kattaligini, sizlarni juda ko'p tashrifingiz orqali muhimligini ko'ryapman.
We can compare it with the interest of mass media when we organize it here in Samarkand, in the Samarkand Silk Road, first big international summit of Shanghai Cooperation Organizations, but 14 leaders of the countries participated there. But today it is maybe one sport discipline, which is a chess, and the interest in it is so high. And I also thank our FIDE, the President Arkady Vladimirovich Dvorkovich and his team. We work last 4 months each day, 24/7, and I hope that next 6 days will be very fruitful, very successful, and we are very glad and we hope that you enjoy and appreciate staying in Uzbekistan, in Samarkand city.
Va men bugungi o'xshagan tadbirni eslayman. Shanxay hamkorlik tashkilotida Samarqandda shu Buyuk Ipak yo'li sammitida 14 ta davlat rahbarlari qatnashganda ham shunday ommaviy axborot vositalarining e'tibori kuchli bo'lgan edi. Lekin bugun biz faqatgina bitta sport haqida gaplashyapmiz. Bu va shu Samarqandda o'tkazishganga janob Arkadiy Dvorkovichga, FIDE prezidentiga o'z tashabbusimni aytmoqchiman va o'ylaymanki 14 oylik ertadan kechgacha 24 soat 7 kun ishlaganimiz mana bugun natijasini beryapti va ishonamanki 6 kun ichida biz juda ajoyib, muvaffaqiyatli yaxshi shu musobaqalarni shohidi bo'lamiz.
The interest of athletes which is coming from 53, today we calculate the countries of the world. It is very important for us because without the participants it's not possible to organize any events, and I am thankful also for all of them and wish all of you the success, and looking to 30th of December to the closing ceremony when we are inshallah share all together the good, one of the best since last 5, because it is the 6th of championship in our country. We are very proud and we absolutely sure that it will be organizing at a high level. Thank you very much.
Va o'ylaymanki bugungi 83 ta davlatdan kelgan atletlarni ishtiroki Samarqandda o'tkazilgan 6 kun davomida juda muvaffaqiyatli bo'ladi va o'ylaymanki 30 dekabrda biz shu FIDEni 6 chempionatni nishonlayotganimizda o'ylaymanki juda yaxshi muvaffaqiyatlarni ko'ramiz va buza mag'rurlanib shu bugungi tadbirni o'tkazganimizdan mag'rurlanib qolamiz.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. And I think the large presence of the media here and the large number of journalists who have accredited to follow this event in person and online speaks to your words about the huge interest in this event. So thank you so much. I now give the floor to Arkady Dvorkovich, the president of FIDE. Sir.
Katta rahmat janob Adham aka, shuning uchun mana bugun shuncha ommaviy axborot vositalari vakillarni biz bilan birga bo'lishi ham bu musobaqalarni juda muhimligini ko'rsatadi. Hozir navbatni janob Arkadiy Dvorkovichga bersak, prezidenti, пожалуйста.
Thank you, Milan. First of all, many thanks and huge appreciation on behalf of FIDE to our hosts, to the government of Republic of Uzbekistan, Ministry of Sport and Youth, Uzbekistan Chess Federation, and our partners, Silk Road Touristic Center, and all others who contributed to the organization of the World Rapid and Blitz Championships.
Tadbir qatnashchilari, albatta birinchi navbatda FIDE nomidan O'zbekiston Respublikasi hukumatiga, O'zbekiston Respublikasi Yoshlar siyosati va sport vazirligi va Silk Road tashkilotiga bugungi bo'ladigan musobaqalarni ajoyib tashkil qilganlari uchun tashakkur etmoqchiman.
Our journey started actually last year when in Chennai, Uzbekistan won the right to host the FIDE Chess Rapid 2026 and then won the gold medals in the Olympiad itself.
Va bizni hamkorligimiz o'tgan yildan boshlangan. Shunday musobaqalarda O'zbekistonlik musobaqalarda g'olib bo'lganlardan keyin va 2026-yildagi yana tadbirlarda ham muvaffaqiyat qozonishlarini ishonib qolamiz.
I think it's like chess was originated in India, but first chess pieces, the oldest ones, were found here in Uzbekistan.
O'ylaymanki, bu sport tadbirlari har doim ommaviy axborot vositalari tarafidan yaxshi yoritiladi. Shuning uchun ham bunga sportga qiziqish hamma joyda ortmoqda.
And we immediately thought that it's a good idea to bring one of the most exciting events in the FIDE calendar to Uzbekistan, in particular to Samarkand, that is going to be the host of FIDE Olympiad 2026.
Yana bir xursand tarafimiz, Samarqand shahri ham 2026-yilda shu FIDEni musobaqalarni o'tkazishga joy tanlaganidan yana bir marta xursand bo'lamiz.
It was a long journey, but with the support of the President of the Republic of Uzbekistan, the government, ministry, and all our partners that I mentioned already, I would add also Freedom Group, we were able to do it, to deliver it.
Va albatta bu ancha tayyorgarliklar bo'ldi. Bu musobaqalarni o'tkazishga albatta O'zbekiston hukumat prezidenti va boshqa hukumat a'zolarining yordami bilan bu musobaqalarni o'tkazishga biz musharraf bo'ldik.
And I would join the minister with thanking the players, in particular the World Rapid and Blitz champion of 2022, Magnus Carlsen, for coming here and trying to get another title or titles.
Va men janob vazirning so'zlariga qo'shilaman va bugungi tadbirga janob Magnus Carlsenni 2022-yilda bo'yicha amaldagi chempionni qutlayman va o'ylaymanki u yana o'zini mavqeini saqlab qoladi.
But I'm sure he knows that it's not going to be an easy road either, and many players will try to challenge him.
Va albatta bu oson bo'lmaydi. Ko'p boshqa sizni raqiblaringiz sizni shu mavqeingizni o'zgartirishga harakat qilishadi.
Let me just mention also that in terms of figures, we have one of the largest events comparable with the ones before the pandemic, including the large participation of women players, and we are really happy about that.
Va yana eslatib o'tmoqchiman, shu pandemiyadan oldin ham biz katta tadbirlarni o'tkazgan edik oxirgi marta va unda ham juda mashhur o'yinchilar ham ishtirok etgan.
And we have the best possible place, probably one of the best in the world, to have the tournament, not just for players, but for spectators who will have a lot of space to enjoy, to see the games, to go around the players, to play themselves. And I think in terms of conditions for everyone, that's going to be one of the best events in FIDE history. So thanks a lot.
Men o'ylaymanki, bu Samarqand bejoz tayinlamagan bu musobaqani o'tkazishga va bu shaharda hozir barcha o'yinchilarga, ishtirokchilarga va shu shaxmatga qiziquvchilarga ularni ham o'yinlar bilan ishtirok etishlariga hamma barcha kerakli bo'lgan sharoitlar yaratilgan. Rahmat.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dvorkovich. I give the floor to the chairman of the Chess Federation of Uzbekistan, Mr. Alisher Sadullayev.
Thank you.
Hozir so'zni O'zbekiston Shaxmat Federatsiyasi prezidenti janob Alisher Sadullayevga bersak.
Thank you very much once again, colleagues and the members of the media. I thank our President of the Republic of Uzbekistan, Shavkat Mirziyoyev, His Excellency, who supported the event to host such a fabulous event here in Samarkand. I think this building is aimed to host such big events, and that's why we're here.
Va assalomu alaykum yana hurmatli ishtirokchilar va ommaviy axborot vositalari xodimlari va birinchi navbatda ushbu tadbirni O'zbekistonda Samarqand shahrida o'tkazishga ko'maklashgan, yordam bergan va O'zbekiston Respublikasi prezidenti janob Shavkat Mirziyoyevga, Shavkat Miromonovich Mirziyoyevga o'zimni tashakkurimni aytmoqchiman va boshqa O'zbekistondagi korxonalar va shu ishga aralashgan korxonalarga o'z tashakkurimni aytmoqchiman.
Well, you know, it's very hard to capture the attention of the audience to chess. It's hard still to compete with other sports, but still, I'm sure with the successful performance of the FIDE in the last years and media across the whole world, chess is becoming very popular these days.
Albatta, agar biz shu shaxmatni oladigan bo'lsak, boshqa sportdagi ommaviy sport musobaqalari bilan albatta bu unchalik jozibador bo'lmasa ham, lekin shu ommaviy axborot vositalarini yoritishlari orqali oxirgi yillarda shaxmat ham o'zini o'rnini topyapti.
Heroes like Magnus Carlsen, the other top players who came to Samarkand also made this event very strong and attractive.
Va Magnus Carlsenga o'xshagan musobaqada ishtirokga kelgan atletlar ushbu o'yinni obro'sini yanada oshirib borishyapti.
And I'm very proud that there is a very high chance that Uzbek players can also win this championship because they already did it once.
Men juda xursandman va mag'rurman, o'zbek ishtirokchilari ham ushbu o'yinni yutishgan, bir marta emas, shaxmat musobaqalarida yutishgan.
So I think there's a very high expectation from Uzbek media and the people here in Uzbekistan who are expecting victories from Uzbekistan's side. So I think it's going to be a tough championship.
Va o'ylaymanki, hozir ommaviy axborot vositalaridan ham juda katta kutishlar bo'lyapti va O'zbekiston sportsmenlar ham, atletlar ham juda yaxshi o'ylaydi, lekin bu musobaqalar juda keskin vaziyatda o'tadi.
Once again, thank you very much, and I'm very proud that there is on the floor Uzbek chess player, one of the prodigies of chess, Nodirbek Abdusatorov, who will be later speaking about his performance in the championship. So I thank everyone, Mr. Minister of Youth and Sports, Athamul Chikramov, and the FIDE President, Arkadiy Dvorkovich. Thank you once again, all the media members. Thank you.
Oldimizda bizni 2021-yilgi Rapid va Blitz bo'yicha jahon chempioni Nodirbek Abdusatorov ham o'tdilar, ular ham o'z so'zlarini aytdilar. Yana bir marta janob Adham Ikramov, O'zbekiston Respublikasi yoshlar siyosati va sport vaziri va janob Arkadiy Dvorkovich, FIDE prezidentiga tashriflaringiz uchun tashakkur etmoqchiman. Rahmat.
And thank you very much, Mr. Sadullayev. Now it's time for the grandmasters to speak. And we've agreed that we give the floor to the younger Grandmaster President here, in the big hope of Uzbekistan, Mr. Nodirbek Abdusatorov. Nodirbek, I'll just show off with a question. What does it mean to you to have this event in your home country? And is this more a strength or a hindrance on your pressure on you?
Endi janob Nodirbek Abdusatorovga so'z bersak, grandmasterlardan dunyoda Rapid va Blitz bo'yicha sizga savol Nodirbek, sizga bu musobaqani, FIDE'ni musobaqasini O'zbekistonda Samarqandda o'tkazishi nimani anglatadi va bu sizga qanday yana kuch beradimi bu yerda o'tkazish?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it's great honor for Uzbek chess players to to host such a good event in our soil. So we are really proud, and I want to give a shout out to our government, and Mr. Alisher Sadulayev was personally here and handling all the organization. And of course, I would like to thank our President Shavkat Miramonovich for creating all necessary conditions for our players, making it all possible.
Albatta bugungi tadbir juda katta saviyada o'tishi men uchun g'ururlanaman, mag'rurlanaman va shu bilan birga mana janob Alisher Sadulayev shu tadbir o'tkazishga boshidan beri bosh-qosh bo'ldilar va albatta bizni davlatimiz o'zlari boshchiligida va hukumat a'zolari shu O'zbekistonda sportsmenlarga bo'lgan e'tiborini yuqori saviyadaligini ham ko'rsatadi.
And I am sure that it will boost our the popularity of chess among our nation and bring more people to chess.
Va o'ylaymanki, shunday tadbirlar O'zbekistonda shaxmatni yana ommaboplikni ham yana oshiradi va ko'plab yana o'zbekistonliklar shu shaxmat o'yiniga qo'shilishadi degan umiddaman.
Thank you very much, Nazarbek. And now I'll move to Magnus Carlsen. Magnus, I've sat next to you quite a few times at these events, and I know there's some very serious questions to be asked here, so I'll start with one slightly less serious. First of all, Merry Christmas. Today is your Christmas. And I'm just wondering, when did you stop believing in Santa Claus, if you ever believed? And have you ever asked Santa Claus for a world championship title in chess?
Magnus Carlsenga savolim shu bilamiz bugungi tadbir xristianlar nishonlaydigan yangi yil arafasi bayrami arafasida bo'lyapti. Magnusga savolim shu Qorboboga ishonasizmi? U Qorbobodan shunday yutuqlaringizga yordam berishiga so'rab qolasizmi?
Yeah, first of all, thank you. But we do celebrate Christmas in Norway on the 24th. But I was, of course, very happy to be traveling here rather than celebrating at home, because this is one of my favorite events. And you know, things are going so well, so I still believe in Santa Claus, obviously.
Va men albatta Santa Claus Qorboboga ishonaman. Biz Norvegiyada shu Christmas bayramini 21-dekabrda nishonladik, lekin shu bayram men uchun har doim quvonarli. Ha, men Santa Clausga ishonaman, har doim u qo'llab-quvvatlaydi.
Well, I must find your Santa Claus. My Santa Claus got me socks, so I have to find something better than you to get me a world championship title.
Socks are good.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. All right, now I'll open the floor for some hopefully more serious questions than mine. If you want to ask a question, just raise your hand, tell us where you're from, and go for it.
Endi Milanetda o'tgan yili menga Santa Claus bir paypoq ham sovg'a qilgan edi. Shu hali ham uyda bor. Endi auditoriyaga navbat, qo'llaringizni ko'tarib savol bersanglar.
So, gentleman over there, please.
Mikrofonga gapiringlar iltimos. Please talk to the microphone.
And just wait for the microphone.
Yeah, microphone, please.
No, this gentleman is going to ask first. Can we just have a mic? Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Shvanov Georgi, Gazeta.uz. I have a question for Magnus. A few years ago, you said that you won defend your champion title if not Ali Reza will be your opponent, and as we all know, you did so. Would you consider to come back to championship title if Nodrbek will become champion in the next cycle?
Endi bir necha yil oldin aytgan ekansiz, agar Ali Rizo mani opponentim bo'lsa, men chempion tituliga qaytishim qiyin bo'ladi. Endi agar sizni opponentingiz Nodirbek bo'lsa, siz nima deb o'ylaysiz? Chempionlik unvoniga qaytishingiz oson bo'ladimi, yo'qmi?
Well, I mean, first of all, I think in this particular ongoing cycle, it's going to be impossible for him. But next cycle, with his skills, and his mentality, I think he can have a chance. Whether I think generally it would take a format change for me to consider going back to the classical world championship. At the moment, I'm very happy with the way things are and the tournaments that I play and the championships that I do play well, here.
Ya bu aylanish sikl har doim davom etadi. Kelgusi siklda ham biz ko'rinamiz, lekin mana shu Kasko chempionatida ham ko'rdik. Lekin men hozirgi shu jahon chempionatida o'tilayotgan format meni qoniqtiradi. Men shu formatda o'ynashga roziman.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question. Next question over there, gentlemen.
Может, на русском языке вопрос? Добро пожаловать в Самарканд. С Новым годом. Я хочу всем шахматистам желать успехов. Первый вопрос я хочу задать Магнусу Карлсону. Мы всегда вас видим, слышим, смотрим. Когда у вас созрела... Я представляю газету «Овоз и Таджик» по Самаркандской области. Зоир Хасанзода. Когда у вас созрела мысль, что вы будете шахматистом и станете чемпионом мира? Это первый вопрос. Второй вопрос сейчас сразу задам. Вот Узбекистан процветает благодаря нашему президенту. Как вы оцениваете нашу команду Узбекистана на чемпионатах мира, в Олимпиадах? Это второй. И по пути вопрос. Вот каждый чемпион мира, у них есть свой стиль, свой дебют, своя версия. У вас будет когда-нибудь, скажем, это дебют Магнуса Карлсона? И по пути вопроса я хочу задать сразу. Нодербек, мы вами гордимся, вы наш земляк. Я вот помню, в 9 лет играли на мемориал Акзамова и сразу выиграли с 3 игр 2 гроссмейстера и международного мастера. У вас кто был тренером и сейчас кто? И какие планы на будущее? Желаю успехов. Большое спасибо.
Okay, 4 questions. First, congratulations on the Happy New Year. Gentleman from Ovaz Tajik newspaper from Samarkand. And first to Mr. Magnus Carlsen. We see you, watch you always, and when you were young, did you foresee or did you expect that one day you become a world champion and a gross master? Second, to Uzbek team, what expectation from the world championship? Do you think that Uzbek team can become world champion or the best in the chess in the world? And third is, what is your style? What is your debut? Do you think the world will see the style of Magnus Carlsen, or how could you explain that? And fourth question is to Mr. Noderbek, our compatriot. We saw you in Mr. Akzamov's competition, and you won there. And ой, четвертый вопрос забыл. Who was your trainer? Coach. Yeah, who was your coach? Wizard.
I think those are enough for questions. You can choose how many you want to answer, in which order. We can give a summary answer.
How many of them were for me?
I think they were all for you.
Who was your, well, three
Yes,
questions.
they're
Do you have your own style or debut? Do you think
Do you have your own?
the world will know your Magnus Carlsen style or debut?
Yeah, winning is my style. That's what I do.
That's how the champions answer, short and straight.
No, I mean for the first question, I don't necessarily think that for kids it's healthy to focus on becoming grandmasters or world champions or whatever. I think you have fun, you enjoy the game, and you train, and then eventually you start improving. And in my case, I don't think I had aspirations of becoming world champion before I was in the world's elite. So
Yeah,
I would recommend for others as well, like for the kids, don't necessarily fill their heads with these thoughts, because I don't think it's necessarily healthy.
Man o'ylaymanki shu yoshlarga ham maslahat berardim. Shu birdaniga o'zingizni oldingizga shu jahon chempioni bo'laman, shunaqa katta niyatlarni qo'ymang. Bu shaxmat ham boshqa o'yinlarga o'xshagan. Bu qiziqish, bir vaqt o'tkazish, qiziqish. Men ham yoshligimda o'zimga shunday katta o'zim oldimda shu marralarni qo'ymaganman. Yoshlarga ham shuni maslahat berardim.
Thank you very much.
He says I ask 3 questions.
Sorry.
Yeah, and second question, what do you think about the future of Uzbek chess team? Do you think that they can, well...
How do you estimate and value their chances at the World Championships?
In general, yes.
Well, last year this championship was in Kazakhstan, and I got the question about Kazakh chess, and I answered that I don't know, look what they're doing in Uzbekistan and maybe do the same. Probably it will work. So I think, yeah, the future here for chess is...
Yeah, bu savolingizga javobim shu bo'lardiki, Qozog'istonda ham xuddi shunga menga savol berishdi. Kelgusi O'zbekiston Qozog'istonning kelajagi qanday deb o'ylaysiz deb savol berishganda, men ularga javobim shunday bo'ldi. O'zbekistonga qaranglar. O'zbekistonga qaranglar, o'shandan keyin sizlarning kelajaginglar ham shunday bo'ladi deb javob berganman. Nodirbek, birinchi treneringiz kim bo'ldi deb so'rashdi?
Yeah, you mentioned that I won 2 Grandmasters in Georgi Exam Memorial. That was in 2014, I guess. It's been a while since then. So yeah, in that time, my coach was Dmitry Karimov, Grandmaster from Uzbekistan. He was my coach, and you asked me my coach. In meantime, so it's Rustam Kasimjanov.
2014-yillarda bo'lsa kerak, shu 2 marta exam turida yutib chiqqanman. U paytda meni Grandmaster trenerim Dmitry Kayumov edi. Hozir Rustam Agzamov. Rustam Qasimjonov, uzr.
Thank you very much. Now I understand the urge to change this into an interview.
Assalomu alaykum.
This is a press conference, so 1 question per person.
Iltimos, bir jurnalistga bitta savol, 4 emas.
Assalomu alaykum. Sport kanali Abdulaziz Qurbonov. Magnus Carlsenga siz shu lavushkada qopqonlar qo'yishga usta shaxmatchi deyshadi. Jahon chempionatiga Samarqand uchun nechta lavushka tayyorlab kelgansiz? Nechta qopqon tayyorlab kelgansiz?
Well, you have, Mr. Magnus, you prepare some mouth traps for some competitions. And how many mouth traps did you prepare for Samarkand competitions? If I got the question right.
Yeah, I mean, I think for every tournament you play, especially important ones, you want to have a few new ideas, but I got very, very good practice in playing a lot of rapid chess last month, or a couple of weeks ago in Toronto, so I feel that my chess shape is good, and that's the most important preparation for me.
Ya, men uchun eng yaxshi tayyorgarlik bo'ldi. Oxirgi oylarda shu rapid uslubi bo'yicha ko'p tayyorgarlik qildim. O'ylaymanki, shu rapid tizimida men hozir kuchli bo'lsam kerak.
Thank you very much. Now the lady there, and then we'll switch to the gentleman.
My name is Anastasia. I'm a journalist from Kazakhstan. I think all questions from my colleagues are directed to Mr. Carlsen. To be honest, I'm too have questions to Mr. Carlsen, but I decided to give him a break. So, если позволите, можно я на русском задам вопрос Аркадию Дурковичу? Проведение чемпионата мира в Самарканде со стороны FIDE объяснялось тем, что вы признаете богатую шахматную традицию Узбекистана. И за последние годы это далеко не единственное крупное мировое событие, в шахматном мире событие, которое происходит на территории Центральной Азии. В связи с этим у меня два вопроса. Первый. Чем объясняется такое, не побоюсь этого слова, особое внимание со стороны FIDE к нашему региону? И второй вопрос. Безусловно, мероприятия такого масштаба оказывают большое влияние на развитие шахматного движения в той стране, где они проводятся. В связи с этим второй вопрос. Как вы оцениваете потенциал центральноазиатских шахматистов? Спасибо.
Well, again, the focus of FIDE to Central Asia is increasing. I'm from Kazakhstan, actually. And the question is, why do you think that FIDE is attaching more importance to Central Asia, and what it might influence to the future of the chess in Central Asia?
Thank you for your question. I think there are three factors that can explain our choice of Central Asia, in particular Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan, for organizing our major events.
Man o'ylaymanki, bu yerda uchta faktor aytib o'tsak bo'ladi. O'rta Osiyoda nimaga shu shaxmatga bo'lgan e'tibor FIDE tarafidan kuchayib borayotganiga uchta faktor bor.
You mentioned the first tradition. Chess tradition here, in particular in Uzbekistan, is very rich, and the quick uprise of the new generation of players winning the Chess Olympiad last year is a clear proof for that. And in Kazakhstan, it's a new generation of women players, brilliant girls who are in the top 15 of rating now.
Va o'ylaymanki, O'rta Osiyoda mana shu yangi avlod shaxmat o'yinchilarining yangi avlodi o'sib chiqyapti. O'zbekistonda mana ko'ryapmiz va Qozog'istonda ham ayollar orasidagi shu yangi shu jahon chempionlari yetishib chiqyapti.
The second factor is people. People who are managing chess, who support chess in both countries, are the key driver, key factor for the development of our sport in the countries. And also this serves to the international development of chess all around the world.
Ikkinchi faktor albatta O'rta Osiyodagi shu rahbarlar, hukumat rahbarlarini shaxmat o'yiniga bo'lgan e'tibori va uni qo'llab-quvvatlashi. Я извиняюсь, третий я не совсем услышал. Можете повторить из-за микрофона?
The second factor is people who support and contribute to the development of chess, who care about chess and serve both the development of chess in their own countries but also internationally.
And the third factor, sir?
I didn't mention the third one yet.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I just wanted to add that you can call it micromanagement, but the personal involvement on everyday basis of the minister, of the president of the federation, of our sponsors, every day, every minute when they were needed, is key for success.
Ya endi shu muvaffaqiyatga eng asosiy ta'minlardan bittasi shu rahbariyatni, sport vazirligi, boshqa rahbarlarni shu shaxmatga bo'lgan katta e'tibori va undan tashqari sponsorlar va boshqa shu shaxmatni olg'a suruvchi insonlarning yordami.
And the third one, it's very simple. It's the result of the first two. When you see that people are able to do things, when you see that first success stories, you really want to help also and start bringing more and more chess into those countries to create a momentum for the further development of chess.
Va uchinchi faktor bu o'sha birinchi ikkita faktordan kelib chiqadi. Agar shu jarayonlar davom etsa, albatta bu o'z-o'zidan shu sport turi har bir davlatda ham rivojlanib boshlaydi.
Yeah, it's a pity that Nadirbek, for instance, will not have a chance to qualify for the candidates in 2024, since when we started our FIDE circuit, special counting framework for qualification, we thought that it will all finish here in Uzbekistan, and Uzbek players will have chances to qualify to make it more exciting for local community. Not this time, but maybe next time.
Lekin afsuski shu Nodirbek 2024 FIDE kvalifikatsiyasiga hozir to'g'ri kelmadi, lekin bu kvalifikatsiyalar ham davom etadi va mahalliy aholini qo'llab-quvvatlashi bilan, rahbariyatni qo'llab-quvvatlashi bilan o'ylaymizki, keyingi FIDE kvalifikatsiyalarga Nodirbek ham qo'shiladi.
But just clarification for the media, actually these championships will define one of the last spots for the candidates. We have 3 players who still have chances, Gukesh, Rigaisi and Anishgiri. Depending on the results, one of them can get a spot at the candidates.
Va o'ylaymizki, hali ham 3 ta kandidatga shu kvalifikatsiyaga kirishga imkoniyat bor. Gogosh, Sidek, Alingeri va o'ylaymanki, hali ham bu imkoniyatlardan foydalanish mumkin.
Thank you very much, Mr. Borkovich. Let's take a few more questions over here on this side. So I promise this gentleman, then I'll move to you. So yes, you just stand up and.
Hello, Mr. Carlson. I'm Abdulaziz from Uzbekistan Tourism Organization. Hope you are doing well here in Samarkand. And my question is not really about chess and tournament, and it's like that. Are you planning to stay here in Uzbekistan, like particularly in Samarkand, to celebrate New Year, or are you going back to your home country?
Janob Magnusonga savol, shu shaxmat turnirini oxirigacha bo'lasizmi yoki yangi yilga uyingizga qaytib ketasizmi degan savol bo'ldi.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's become a bit of a tradition for me to play the World Rapid and Blitz and then to travel home immediately to celebrate New Year's at home. So I will be, if things go according to plan, I will be celebrating at home.
Ya, men odatda an'ana bo'yicha yangi yilni uyimda nishonlayman. Shuning uchun hozir ko'ramiz ahvol qanday bo'ladi, lekin rejalarim shu yangi yilni uyimga qaytib uyimda kutish.
Go over there.
O'zbekcha gapiraman. Assalomu alaykum. Azizbek Qurbonov, Yoshlar telekanali. FIDE rahbariga savolim bor va bitta savol beraman Nodirbekka. Vaqti ko'p bo'lmasligi uchun ha yoki yo'q degan javobni kutaman Nodirbekdan. FIDE rahbariga savolim: shaxmatni vatanini shu paytgacha barcha butun dunyo Hindiston deb atashadi, lekin O'zbekistondagi qadimiy yodgorliklar, Surxondaryodagi Dalvarsin tepada, Samarqanddagi Afrosiyobda aynan o'sha shatranj, shaxmatni donalari, o'xshash donalar chiqqan. Bundan FIDEni xabari bormi, yo'qmi? Va O'zbekistonni shaxmatni vatani deb atashga asos bormi, yo'qmi? Atasa bo'ladimi? Nodirbekka Carlsonga berilgan savolga o'xshagan savol, Qorboboga ishonasizmi deyishdi. Siz Samarqanddasiz, bu yerdagi aziz avliyolarning ruhi sizni qo'llab-quvvatlab bu chempionatda g'olib bo'lishingizga ishonasizmi? Shu savolni bermoqchiman.
Well, Mr. Chairman of the FIDE, sir, question is, the whole world thinks that the motherland of chess is India. But many archaeological discoveries in Surxondaryo, in Samarkand, Afrasiyab demonstrate that the chess was played in ancient times. In Samarkand also they found some figures in these excavations. Can we consider that the motherland of chess could be considered as Uzbekistan?
Thank you. Well, I read lots of books about chess history, and most of the historians, researchers believe that chess in some form, not exactly in the form we know chess now, was originated closer to India.
Va men shu shaxmat tarixi bo'yicha juda ko'p adabiyotlarni o'qiganman, lekin shaxmatni ba'zi bir formalari, hozirgi ham mavjud formalari shu Hindistonga yaqin joylarda paydo bo'lgan degan fikrlar bor.
But then those pre-modern forms of chess were spreading around the region, including Central Asian region, including the current territory of Uzbekistan.
Keyin o'sha zamonaviy paytlarga kelib shu adabiyotlar ko'rsatadiki, shaxmat keyin Osiyo hududida, ayniqsa shu O'zbekistonga yaqin bo'lgan hududlarda ham rivojlangan.
There are both written sources, books, manuscripts, and also excavations and pieces found here that proves that the predecessors of chess have been played here in this region, but also in India, Persia, and other regions.
Va barcha keyingi topilgan qo'lyozmalar ham ko'rsatadiki, shu shaxmat o'yini shu hududlarda va Hindiston hududlarida ham ilgaridan ham o'ynab kelingan.
The modern chess was developed probably simultaneously around this region and in Spain, where chess was brought by Arabs.
Va zamonaviy hozir o'ynaladigan shaxmat turi shu hududlarda, you said Spain va Ispaniya hududlarida ham kelib chiqqan.
Whatever the truth is, it's clear that the people who lived here, where Uzbekistan is now, love chess, play chess, and that's a great source of inspiration for.
Va eng muhimi, biz bilamizki, shu hududlarda yashaydigan, O'rta Osiyo, O'zbekistonda yashaydiganlar shaxmat o'yinini juda yaxshi ko'rishadi, undan maroqlanib, maza qilib o'ynashadi.
Thank you very much. Now, Mr. Barsky, finally. Sorry.
Vladimir Barsky, Russian Chess Federation. My question for both brilliant grandmasters, Magnus Carlsen and Nonderbek Abdusatorov. Of course, you know that a few days ago, Vladimir Kramnik's account on chess.com was blocked. What do you think about all this situation, about Kramnik suspicious, about chess.com policy, anti-cheating, possible cheating on the internet, and so on? Thank you.
Nodirbek bilan Magnusga savol bermoqchiman. Bir necha yillar oldin Kramnikni shu blokировать qilib qo'yishgan, ozgina yolg'on narsalar bo'lgan u tarafdan. Shu voqeaga qanday sizni e'tiboringiz, munosabatingiz?
I can say that generally I believe that freedom of speech is very important. So I'm not going to talk about this case particularly, but I feel that generally, like opinions should be met with other opinions, not with silencing.
Bu masalaga meni ochiq gapirmoqchi emasman, lekin shu ozod so'zlik yoki bemalol gapirish huquqi hammaga ham berilgan. Lekin har xil fikrlar mavjud bu siz bergan savolingiz haqida, lekin barcha fikrlarni ham hurmat qilish kerak.
Yeah, about this case, I was watching all this, but I think Mr. Kramnik is to say the least is a little bit overstating the cheating in online chess. I would say it's considerably less than it's that said Mr. Kramnik, and I support chess.com's decision.
Men shu umumiy FIDE'ni qarorini qo'llab-quvvatlayman. Menimcha shu janob Kramnik ham juda katta gapirvordi shu yolg'on gapirishlar haqida. Shuning uchun men FIDE'ni qarorini qo'llab-quvvatlayman.
Right, thank you very much. We have time to take just a few more questions to wrap up. So the lady over there, and then we move to you, and then one more, and then we'll be done.
Здравствуйте. Здравствуйте, добро пожаловать в Самарканд. Шахла Хрурова, журналист. Господин Аркадий Давакович, я хотела бы задать такой вопрос. Как вы смотрите на то, что можно ли открыть офис FIDE в Самарканде для развития в Центральной Азии шахмата и популяризации в Самарканде? Господину Нодирбеку я хотела сказать, Rapid'da chempion bo'lganingizda treneringiz kim edilar? Спасибо.
Mr. Dvorkovich, question is to you first. What do you think? How about opening FIDE office in Samarkand so that to popularize it in Central Asia? Nodirbek, я второй вопрос не понял. Вы можете... Что-то я не слышал. Mr. Dvorkovich, please. Sorry.
Thank you. Now most of our people, our team, we work from all around the world. They're not linked to any specific office. It's it's like now, and we travel, we use gadgets, we meet at any place in the world, and it's not that important where the offices are anymore. But we rely on the local team, local people, National Chess Federation of Uzbekistan, and of course, if we will see that it is reasonable to develop in the we will discuss this with our colleagues.
Endi hozir shaxmatga keladigan bo'lsak, hozir shaxmat federatsiyasi bir joyda o'tirib o'zini ishini har xil davlatlarga borib o'sha yerda shaxmat turnirlarini o'tkazamiz. Albatta, biz har doim shu davlatdagi shaxmat federatsiyasi bilan aloqada birga ishlaymiz. Masalan, O'zbek shaxmat federatsiyasi bilan. Lekin agar biror bir juda zarur sabab bo'ladigan bo'lsa, bu masalani ham ko'rib chiqish mumkin.
Thank you very much. We're wrapping up. Final two questions, gentlemen over there. And I apologize for having to wait.
Вопрос Магнусу Карлсону. Кого вы видите фаворитом в борьбе за чемпионство? И второй вопрос. На каких шахматистов можно обратить внимание или кого вы можете выделить из шахматистов?
Well, Mr. Carlson, whom do you think the favorites or possible winners of the World Chess Championship nowadays? And to what players can we focus more? Who would you allocate or distinguish among present top chess players?
Yeah, I think for these tournaments in particular, it's very hard to say. I think the Rapid and the Blitz are very separate events in the sense that the Rapid has considerably fewer rounds, and the results at the top will thus be more random. So I think I'm personally a very significant favorite in the Blitz event, and the Rapid Championship is a lot more open. I would say that there are a lot of players who have the potential to win, including Nodirbek, but there is not one particular name that stands out, I would say.
Endi hozir Rapid va Blitzga keladigan bo'lsak, Rapidda kamroq raundlar Blitzga qaraganda, shuning uchun hozir bir og'iz bilan palon o'yinchi favorit bo'ladi deb aytish qiyin. Masalan, Nodirbek ham shu favoritlardan bo'lishi mumkin.
Thank you very much. Final question over there.
Oxirgi savol ekan.
Assalomu alaykum, qadrli do'stlar. Savolim shundan iborat. So'nggi o'sha ikkita Rapid bo'yicha chempionlikda olsak, oldimizda Magnus turibdi, undan keyin Nodirbek. Ikkita chempion bo'lar. Savolim Magnus va Nodirbekka o'zaro o'sha so'nggi yillardagi qarama-qarshiliklardan kelib chiqqan holda ayni damda o'zlaringni qanchalik prinsipial raqib deb hisoblaysizlar?
Well, question is to you both, Magnus and Nodirbek. Taking into account last competitions between you, how far do you consider that you are real contenders? Say in the world you are really contenders.
right, and thank you. And the final comment, I think, is from the Uzbek chess. They wanted to say.
Assalomu alaykum. UzChess loyihasi nomidan ham ushbu musobaqada ishtirokchi hisoblanaman. Savolim vazirimiz Adham Ilhamovga. Avvalambor shunaqa sharoitlar yaratib berganingiz uchun bizga rahmat. O'zbekistonda amaldagi jahon chempioni Rapid va Blitz bo'yicha Magnus Carlsen, undan tashqari juda ham kuchli top o'yinchilar bilan o'ynash imkoniyatini yaratib berganingiz uchun va davlatimiz uchun. Endigi yana bir rejalar haqida umuman olganda O'zbekistonda shaxmatni rejasi keyingi deylik o'sha olimpiada va undan keyingi qanaqa rejalar qo'yilgan?
Well, a question to Mr. Adham Tulaganov, and first of all, thanks for organizing such nice event in Samarkand, inviting the world-famous chess players. And what about the plans for the future for Uzbek chess? Do you plan to organize any similar big high-level championships or Olympic championships in Uzbekistan, please?
Thank you for the question. First of all, for the first part of your question, I only want to add to the President FIDE explaining that what we needed to organize in very high level events. And now I think we need the following. It is political and government support. We have it and full, and our President and the Cabinet Minister support us to organize it in each step. Secondly, it is the infrastructure, as you know and can see in Samarkand, in other cities in our country, in Bukhara, Tashkent, Khiva, Urgench, Kharizm, and others. We have a good infrastructure. The interest in our people, and His Excellency Mr. Dorkovich explained it, and I can share with all of yours that we have 10,000 small mahalla condominiums, and it's live approximately 1,000 families, and in each mahalla, so many hundreds of the young generation which is playing the chess, and it is very great proudness for all of us. And people, interest of the people, and a great team. We have very good cooperation and contact with FIDE and all of the members and staffs of FIDE. It's very familiar and our friends, and I'm sure that the following in the future, since 2026, when we're hosting the Chess Olympics in Uzbekistan, we accept the invitations to organize in the events. We have a very new infrastructure in Tudakul, in Navai region. I hope that Alisher Sagdulayev showed the small video about the Tudakul. It is fantastic places, which is 2 weeks ago, so we finished the constructions of this, which is only focused as an academy of chess, and we are full of interest. We are full of capacity because we in Uzbekistan, it is the biggest by population country in the Central Asia, and I am once more thankful all of yours that visit Uzbekistan. And for Magnus Carlsen, if he invite the family, we create the absolutely warm and home atmosphere here for celebrate the New Year here. But we absolutely understand that the motherland and home, it's much more important. Thank you.
Yeah, birinchi navbatda albatta bu shaxmatni rivojlanishi uchun O'zbekiston hukumatini, prezidentimizni, hukumatimizni bo'lgan yordami va qo'llab-quvvatlashi. Ikkinchi navbatda bu infrastruktura, infratuzilmalar Samarqand, Buxoro, Qarshi, mana Xiva shaharlarida juda yaxshi imkoniyatlar yaratilgan va bizda 10 mingga yaqin O'zbekistonda mahallalar bor. 1000 dan oshiq oilalar yashaydi. Ularning ichida ayniqsa yoshlar shunday sportlarga juda katta qiziqish ko'rsatyapti va o'ylaymizki, mana 2026-yilda shu olimpiada bo'yicha biz tanlagan ham juda asqotadi va yaqinda mana To'dakulda yangi shaxmat akademiyasi binosi ochildi va o'ylaymanki kelgusida ham juda yaxshi imkoniyatlar bo'ladi. Magnusni ham oilasi bilan bu yerga taklif qilamiz, lekin bilamiz yangi yilni Magnus oilasi bilan uyda kutishni ma'qul ko'radi. Katta rahmat hammangizga.
I mean, it's a good way to conclude the conference. Thank you to the panel and thank you to your questions. And
Katta rahmat savollaringizga va bugungi ishimizni boshqa joyda davom etamiz.
Barchani ochilish marosimiga taklif